I've got a super fun dump and go recipe for you. It is Crockpot Santa Fe Chicken. Hi, I'm Carrie with eatingonadime.com, and we're on a mission to help families eat well on a budget. You're going to love today's recipe. Crockpot Santa Fe Chicken is one of my go-tos because you can serve it in multiple ways, and we're going to talk about that at the end of the video, so stay tuned. Now, you can find today's full recipe linked in the description below. Also, you can just go to like Google, type in Eating on a Dime, Santa Fe Chicken, and it'll pull right up. Now, if you love crockpot cooking like we do, then you definitely need to check out our slow cooker digital cookbook. We have it on sale right now, and I've linked that for you as well. Now, today I am using the Drew Barrymore digital multi-cooker. It's like a slow cooker, and I love that it also can brown inside. I don't need to use the browning feature today, but I am linking that for you as well. I love the price point because it's the most affordable multi-cooker we've ever seen. Now, I do love this slow cooker, but you do not have to use the slow cooker. Any slow cooker will work. So even your old grandma's one that's dusted off, and you can use this. First, we're going to start with 3 boneless, skinless chicken breasts. I'm doing chicken breasts because it's very affordable and easy, but chicken thighs would be amazing too. We're just going to lay them at the bottom, nothing fancy. Move that out of the way. Then we're going to add 2 cans of Rotel. Now, Rotel is just diced tomatoes with green chilies. If you can't find this in your area, because I know we have some people from other countries that watch, and you can't find Rotel, it's just diced tomatoes, and then you can buy a can of green chilies. And again, if you can't find that, let's substitute it with salsa. I'd probably do about 1.5 cups of salsa. We're gonna open this up. I really like this. Is probably my favorite can opener that I've ever tried. I'm left-handed, so can openers are really annoying. I can link this for you too. Any of the supplies, I said supplies, but the ingredients that we use, not ingredients, the tools, man, brain. We link those in every single video to help you guys out. Okay. See, the hardest part about this recipe is opening up the cans. And is that even hard? Okay, so 2 cans of Rotel going in. Next, we're going to add 1 can of corn, just regular yellow corn. You can do frozen corn if you want to. So I'm all about just using what you have. So if you have some leftover frozen corn in the freezer, use that. And we want to make sure this corn is drained. Sometimes I will just use the lid to drain it, but then other times I like to use just like a colander to drain it. Then we're just going to add that corn and put it right on top. Next, we need 1 can of black beans, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to drain it and rinse it. So I'm going to use that colander again. You do not have to do that. But the reason I like to drain beans is because it helps with the salt content. You get to control it. And also when you rinse your black beans, your whole meal doesn't turn black. So I think that's pretty important just for aesthetics. But for taste-wise, it doesn't really matter. Then we're just going to add those beans right to the crock pot. Next, we need 2 teaspoons of minced garlic. And then 2 tablespoons of taco seasoning. You could just use a packet, but I'm using my homemade taco seasoning that we've linked for you too. One of our favorite and one of our popular recipes. It's so easy to make. Now we're going to add a teaspoon of salt and 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. And my favorite part, cilantro. Now let me know in the comments below, do you love it or hate it? The good news about this recipe is if you hate cilantro, completely leave it out and you will still have an amazing dish. We're going to chop this up. We need about 1/4 cup, but you know me, I'm just going to eyeball it. We have linked our knife too. I talk about this all the time. That's my all-time favorite knife. Why do I feel like I have to shove this in your face? But I did, so be happy, right? So one time I was eating cilantro and it tasted like soap to me and I started freaking out. I was like, no, am I losing my cilantro taste? Because I love cilantro. But I feel like maybe it was just a bad batch. Once you run your knife through it, and it doesn't even have to be like super, anything, just dump the cilantro right in. And last but not least, 1 cup of chicken broth. I'm using chicken broth today, but if you want to save some money, you could totally use water instead. All we left to do is stir it together. It already smells so good. We just gotta add the lid, and we are gonna slow cook this on low for about 6 to 8 hours, or on high for 3 to 4 hours. And we want that chicken completely shreddable because we're gonna shred the chicken. So just keep an eye on it, but it's okay for it to be, we're not gonna slice it. So we wanna let it cook and let all the flavors combine, and that chicken would just fall apart. It's just so tender, like I'm barely doing any work. I'm so excited. It smells so good, friends. Shredded is done. We're going to add this back into the crock pot. I feel like I've done this the hard way. And then we're just going to do a quick stir. Let's talk about how to serve it. So just like I told you at the beginning, there's a multiple ways, Rosie agrees, that you can serve this. We love serving it on rice. So today I just have white rice, and you're just gonna, put it on your plate, and you're gonna serve this right on top. It has an amazing sauce that you can pour over, like the flavor is just really, really good. You can use tongs or a spoon if you want to get that sauce on there. Okay, so that's the first way that you can serve it. Oh, look how good it looks. I like to top it with some more cilantro, but again, you don't have to have cilantro. And then you could also add cheese, you could add jalapenos, you could add anything you want. Another way is you can use this mixture to make burritos. It's super fun. You just take like a big tortilla, add some cheese, dump the mixture on top, roll it up, and you can fry it just to get it nice and crispy, or you can just serve it as is. That's a great option. And we've also had people who have eaten this as a lettuce wrap. You can take lettuce. That's a really good lower carb option. But then you want to kind of like drip off some of the sauce, so that way it's not like a giant mess, in your lettuce wrap. It'll just kind of fall apart. Another thing to add is that if you don't like something, you don't have to put it in there. So like Christina was talking to me off camera about how she doesn't like she has a kid that doesn't like beans. Now, I'm not as nice of a mom. I just leave the beans in there because I have one kid that doesn't like beans. But she's like, you could make this without beans and it would still be delicious. So as long as you're putting the main ingredients in there, like all the sauces and seasonings, you're going to love it. So this is a very versatile recipe. It's versatile. Did I say that right? We're going to pretend I did. And then, but it's just so great for a weeknight. And it's perfect for the warmer months too, because it's a crock pot recipe that you can enjoy even if it's 100 degrees outside. And you do not have to worry about heating up your kitchen. And I know right now it's a little too cold to be talking about summer, but this is a recipe that I enjoy year round. Okay, time for my favorite part. Let's take a bite. I love the flavor, but I think I want to get a spoon and spoon some more of that sauce on top. But it's really good. Guys, I think you're going to love it. If you love today's video, I would love it if you'd like and subscribe. We've passed like over 120 something thousand subscribers, so we are pumped, and we would love for you to join our community just by hitting subscribe. Also, grab the recipe by going to eatingonadime.com, or the link is in the description. Remember that we love hearing from you, so drop a comment or leave a review on our site after you make this recipe. It's the best way to contact us, and so that way you can help other people learn like what you liked and what you didn't like. So we would love it if you leave a review. Okay guys, I'm out of here. I will see you next time for another family-friendly recipe. Enjoy. Bye friends.